Ladies and gentlemen, will you please rise for the academic procession and remain standing until after the national anthem? Good evening. For the 391st time, candidates for baccalaureate degrees from the Pennsylvania State University have gathered to celebrate their commencement. While the day is one of joy and celebration, the commencement ceremony itself calls for dignity and decorum. This is one of the great days in the lifetime of our graduates, their families, and friends. Therefore, we request everyone's cooperation in according this ceremony the quiet respect it deserves. All are in their places. These exercises are hereby called to order. I now call upon the Dean of the College, Dr. Lee Kump.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are now convened for the 2019 spring commencement of the College of Earth and Mineral Sciences at the Pennsylvania State University. We shall open with our national anthem, led by Ms. Sadie Spivey of the College of Arts and Architecture, accompanied by Center Brass. Please be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, I welcome you on behalf of the college and the university. The commencement ceremony is patterned after a ritual that has been repeated throughout the long history of higher learning and duplicated throughout the world wherever there are universities and colleges. The robes we wear are medieval. The symbols of the ceremony are from the Middle Ages. The mace is a symbol of the authority of the university, as the banner is the symbol of the college. But the spirit of commencement is one of excitement and anticipation. It is focused on the future. It is now my great privilege to introduce this evening's commencement speaker, Dr. Kelvin K. Drogemeyer. Dr. Drogemeyer currently serves as a director of the White House Office of Science and Technology Policy, where he leads OSTP in its mission to ensure American leadership in science and technology. OSTP is the central hub for science and technology policy coordination and expertise at the White House, and under Dr. Drogemeyer's leadership, the office works on a broad range of initiatives, including space science policy, ocean policy, artificial intelligence, quantum computing, supporting basic research and development, and much more. Prior to joining the White House, he served at the University of Oklahoma for 33 years, first as an assistant professor of meteorology and later as vice president for research. Dr. Drogemeyer co-founded and directed the National Science Foundation's Science Technology Center for Analysis and Prediction of Storms, and NSF Engineering Research Center for Collaborative Adaptive Sensing of the Atmosphere, and he served 2 6-year terms on the National Science Board under Presidents George W. Bush and Barack Obama. But long before leading OSTP or becoming one of the nation's leading experts in extreme weather, Dr. Drogemeyer sat in the same spot as many of you do today, a meteorology student, passionate about the promise of science to advance our knowledge and better our world. We are honored to have him here joining us today, Dr. Drogemeyer.
Thank you, Dean Kump, for that wonderful introduction. Honored graduates, distinguished faculty, family, and friends, it's a deep honor and a privilege for me to be here. And I want to give my warm congratulations to all of you who are graduating this evening. It's truly a wonderful opportunity, and I'm very, very deeply honored to be here with you. I had a wonderful day on campus today. I had a chance to talk with numerous students and faculty about the wonderful work that's going on, talk with President Barron and a number of other individuals about the extraordinary achievements that you all are making. As a professor, I love seeing you walk around campus with your families, with cap and gown, taking photographs. It's one of my favorite times of the year because it really celebrates the wonderful achievements you all have made. Now, I want to tell you something. How many of you are Doonesbury fans out there? Anybody love Doonesbury? Remember Gary Trudeau, creator of Doonesbury? He had a very, very wise thing he said one time. He said, commencement speeches were invented largely in the belief that outgoing college students should never be released into the world unless they have been, and until they have been properly sedated. Well, let me assure you, I will try to serve up a bottle of 5-hour energy tonight and not give you a bunch of Benadryl tablets, okay? That's what I'm going to try to do. So let me start in sort of an odd way with a bit of a confession. I have long-standing deep ties with Penn State, but this is the first time I've been on your wonderful campus. President Barron and I have been longtime friends and colleagues. We've served on committees together. Bill Easterling, the former dean of EMS, is now at the National Science Foundation. I'm working closely with Bill. Dave Stensrud, who's the department chair of the Department of Meteorology and Atmospheric Science, was a colleague of mine when he was at the National Severe Storms Laboratory in Norman. Yvette Richardson, who's a professor and associate dean here, was actually my doctoral student, and despite that, she turned out really well, so I really appreciate seeing Yvette doing wonderful things. And Paul Markowski also was a faculty member. They both took my courses, and they did turn out okay. Alicia Needler, who was somebody who I brought to the University of Oklahoma from Penn State, really transformed our research enterprise by helping faculty understand where they wanted to go, their research trajectories, and how to obtain funding. And then finally, John Dutton, who is a beloved individual. You may not know this, but our own college of what was at the time Geosciences in Oklahoma was actually patterned after the college here. So you've had a profound and wonderful impact on my career and also on my university. And so, as I said, this is a very special time. But I want to say to the graduates, you're all special to me too. You might say, look, I've never met you before, I don't know who you are. But there's one simple reason that I count you among the very special people in my life, and that is because you are the future. As I spent my entire career sowing into the lives of other people just like you, and being rewarded by watching you all achieve great things, I found that there's nothing more grateful than that, nothing more fulfilling than that. And so now it's your turn to soar. I want to let you know that you're extremely fortunate to be doing what you're doing right now in the history of the world, especially the history of this country. There's never been a better time in the history of the United States to be in science and engineering, research and education, to be part of this amazing enterprise that we have here in America. You know, our innovative ecosystem of private companies, of nonprofit foundations, of research universities and colleges, and also our federal government is really unmatched in the world. We have access to more information, publications, data, knowledge, and capability than ever before in the history of mankind. But one of the most important things about this country is all of that is underpinned with American values, something that is truly embodied in the research enterprise. That is, conducting research with highest ethical standards, knowing how to collaborate and work together, to communicate, to respect, and debate civilly and thoughtfully the most difficult problems of our time. That's what you all are doing now. That is what you have entered into as your vocation, and it's a very, very exciting time. Now, of course, some of the problems that we face in this country are enormous. They reside not within individual disciplines, but at the boundaries of disciplines. Science really has an amazing ability to bring people together, to provide answers, to draw us together to deal with these challenges, irrespective of political ideologies, backgrounds, cultures, and language. I can think of only two other things that do that. One of them is Walt Disney World. You can go to Walt Disney World regardless of where you're from, and you come away feeling like a kid. And the other thing is arts and music. Regardless of your background, your heritage, you can deeply appreciate the profound impact that those things have on our lives. So as each of you embarks on your career ambitions that are shaped by the knowledge and capabilities that you've gained here, I think it's important to realize and recognize some of the truths about ourselves. So I'm going to ask you to be just a little bit introspective here, because knowing something about us is so important about working with others. Now, as you heard, I recently moved from Oklahoma to Washington. And that's a city defined by a lot of disagreements most of the time. But I have noticed in my career and in my life that no matter where you're from, we all share certain values and certain views. That's where I like to begin any conversation about issues that tend to be divisive. I think it's the right place to start. So let me share with you a few of those truths. And let me just ask you to think in your heart whether these resonate with you. We all want to live in a clean and safe world, right? I think we all would agree on that. We all care about the future. We all have our own opinions and our own views. Most of the time, we want to have our own way, and we learn that very early in life. How many people have 2-year-olds in the audience, right? We kind of get that learned very early on. We don't enjoy being wrong or disrespected, right? That's something we all would agree to. We all want to be heard. We all want to be happy. We all want to be valued. And at the same time, I think we could all agree that we all lack the complete picture on virtually anything. Even though we're deep domain experts in mineral science or engineering, petroleum geology or meteorology, we don't know everything. We have to be teachable. So really, what does this mean? What this means is that if we want to live in that clean world, if we want to have a better future, we need to think about doing 3 things, very, very simple things. First, we really have to learn how to work together. Second, we have to individually realize our potential. And third, we must always put others first. So to take that first step, I think it's important to realize that everyone has a part to play in achieving our shared goals. Bringing people together is what I've tried to do my entire career on very divisive issues in most cases. And it's why I took the position in Washington. I truly felt called to that position. But coming together means we also have to be willing to listen, to be teachable, to not only do the right things, but to do things the right way. As Scripture teaches us, if you ignore criticism, you will end in poverty and disgrace. But if you accept correction, you will be honored. So graduates, I want you to hear this. You will see this firsthand in the review of your proposals, of your journal submissions, and even in your performance evaluations. Criticism can be very, very difficult to take. And sometimes it's given sort of heartlessly, but that's just the way the world is. In most cases, though, I have found that if you embrace the notion of criticism, you listen carefully to the critique you're being given, and you think about it hard, even though you disagree with it, you probably will learn something very valuable. Now, Scripture does go on to say that it is pleasant to see dreams come true. Graduates, you have big dreams, and I want to see you excel and have your dreams realized. But Scripture goes on to say that fools refuse to turn from evil to attain those goals. I implore you, don't be a fool. Choose your dreams, chase your dreams, but don't take shortcuts to get there, to get to the finish line faster, only to find that when you get to the finish line, you're now out of the game because you broke the rules and you now have to suffer the consequences. Remember, it takes one tweet, one photograph, one bad decision to destroy a career that has taken perhaps decades to build. So be extremely cautious and very thoughtful in that regard. The second way of the 3 ways to shape our future is by realizing your individual potential and never artificially limiting yourself. Now, I have learned throughout my life that some of the most important limitations that we face are ones that we put on ourselves by not thinking big, by doubting our own abilities, by waiting for someone else to make the first move when that first move is ours to make. Despite all of you being dressed exactly the same today, let me assure you, you are not called to blend in. You are called to stand out. Resist a tendency that is very strong today to be around a lot of like-minded people who think and behave exactly as you do. You don't have to agree with people or try to change their minds or anything like that or worry that they're going to change you, but you do need to think about respecting them. And then when you have that type of courage, you will truly grow and you'll explore because you won't be wasting your time comparing yourself to other people. And let me do another confession to you. I might be the President's Science Advisor, and I might direct the Office of White House Science and Technology Policy, but I spent way too much of my time in my life comparing myself to other people. I like people a lot. I love being around people. But I find myself sometimes seeing people that I really admire, and then I try to become like them. Now, that's different than trying to learn from them. I literally try to change my behavior to become like them. I try to mimic them. Let me assure you that that is not the way to stand out. That's the way to blend in. It never, ever works, and I'm living proof of that. And I'm still struggling with that, by the way. So no one is ever truly fulfilled by trying to earn praise from other people. The best thing you can do, graduates, is to be you. I remember saying those very words to Professor Richardson up here on the platform when she was my graduate student. And now she is soaring beyond belief. She's associate dean. She's a full professor. I am so proud of her. But I told her, I said, Yvette, be you. That's the most important thing you could do, because there's only one of you on the planet, and you are uniquely gifted and you are uniquely capable. So, okay, great. But what is all that for? Why should you break out of these artificial limits that tend to constrain ourselves? And why should we worry about working together and doing it the right way? And that's really to accomplish that third goal. And I'll end with this. That is to put other people first, to serve them. I love what your school prominently declares in its motto. It says, for more than a century, Penn State's College of Earth and Mineral Sciences has been a beacon of intellectual leadership on issues of utmost importance to the welfare of the Commonwealth and the nation. Everything you've done here as researchers, of students, has been directed to the benefit of others. The moment you stop focusing on what you earn, on what you deserve, on what you receive, and on what you are owed, is the moment you will begin to find true fulfillment in life and also in your work. I am living proof of that. I get completely juiced by watching students who I mentored 10 or 20 years ago come up to me, and I see them and they say, you know, I've got this great job, I built a home, I've got 2 kids, I'm doing great. And there's nothing more fulfilling than that, as a professor, as a scientist, as a researcher. So I just want to encourage you to think along those lines. So let me just admonish you. Go be uplifters. Go soar. You have an amazing opportunity in front of you because you've received an extraordinary education from one of the absolute foremost institutions on the entire planet. But in addition to the education you've received, you've learned how to work together, how to solve tough problems, and how to respect one another as you're doing it. There is no single person in the history of the world up to now, and no person ever to come following you, that will ever be exactly like you. Please don't forget how much you matter and how much the world needs you to do something which is called being you. So in closing, please be good stewards of what you've been given, work hard, uphold our values, which really reflect the best of this nation and the research enterprise, and bring the promise of science to bear on solving the world's problems so that everyone can be healthy, prosperous, and also secure. Thank you so much for allowing me to share this evening with you. It's such a special time. It means the world to me, and I wish you all Godspeed. Thank you very much.
Well, thank you so much, Dr. Drogemeyer, for drawing that deep connection to Penn State Earth Mineral Sciences, for the inspiring words and also for the good advice, not just for the graduates, but for all of us. Before moving to the conferring of degrees, I would like to recognize a very special group assembled here, the faculty of the College of Earth and Mineral Sciences. Please note in your commencement program on page 8 the list of faculty here with us this evening to honor their graduate successes. May I ask all the members of our faculty here assembled to rise, and will those of you on the arena floor please turn around and face the students. The expertise and scholarship of our faculty, their energy and dedication, inspire students to rise to remarkable achievement. All of our faculty members believe in these students, in their ability to succeed, and in their right to a good education. They have served as advisors and teachers to all of you graduating today. Accordingly, with all graduates, families, and guests, will you please join me in recognizing this distinguished group of talented and dedicated scholars. Okay, faculty, you may be seated, please. I now turn the proceedings over in a very seamless way to Eric J. Barron, President of the University and former Dean of the College of Earth and Mineral Sciences. Dr. Barron.
Thank you, Dean Kump. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we turn to the awarding of the degrees. The legal corporate body of the Pennsylvania State University is its Board of Trustees. This is the body that, by our charter, is given final responsibility for the governance, welfare, and all other interests pertaining to this university. As an ex officio member of the Board of Trustees, I am authorized on behalf of the Pennsylvania State University Board of Trustees to confer on each candidate the degree earned as certified by the appropriate college faculty and dean. Before we proceed to the conferral of degrees, please note that Penn State recognizes our graduates who are actively serving, veterans, or graduates of our ROTC programs with a special red, white, and blue honor cord for their service and sacrifice. At this time, I would like to ask all graduating military and veteran students who have served our country to please stand. Now, will those in the audience who are veterans or active duty members, would you also please stand? Thank you for your significant contributions to our nation, and thank you. You may please be seated. I now call upon Associate Dean Yvette P. Richardson to preside over the conferring of the degrees.
Thank you, Dr. Barron. We will now begin the presentation of all degree candidates. I am delighted to recognize the presenting department heads who administer the programs under which these students have earned their degrees. I ask all candidates to remain standing after they are presented. Please hold your applause until all of the candidates are standing and the degrees have been conferred. I now request Professor Damian Safer to present the candidates from the Department of Geosciences.
Will the candidates for the Bachelor of Science degree in Geosciences, Earth Sciences, Geobiology, and Earth Science and Policy, and the Bachelor of Arts degree in Geosciences please rise? Dr. Barron, Dean Richardson, I am pleased to present these worthy and approved candidates.
Thank you, Professor Safer. I now request Professor Cynthia Brewer to present the candidates from the Department of Geography.
Will the candidates for the Bachelor of Science degree and the Bachelor of Arts degree in Geography please rise? Dr. Barron, Dr. Richardson, I am pleased to present these worthy and approved candidates.
Thank you, Professor Brewer. I now request Professor Susan Sinnott to present the candidates from the Department of Materials Science and Engineering.
Will the candidates for the Bachelor of Science degree in Materials Science and Engineering please rise? Dr. Barron, Dean Richardson, I am pleased to present these worthy and approved candidates.
Thank you, Dr. Sinnott. I now request Professor David Stensrud to present the candidates from the Department of Meteorology and Atmospheric Science.
Will the candidates for the Bachelor of Science degree in Meteorology and Atmospheric Science please rise? Dr. Barron, Dean Richardson, I am pleased to present these worthy and approved candidates.
Thank you, Professor Stensrud. I now request Professor Sanjay Srinivasan to present the candidates from the Department of Energy and Mineral Engineering.
Will the candidates for the Bachelor of Science degree in Energy and Sustainability Policy, Energy Business and Finance, Energy Engineering, Environmental Systems Engineering, Mining Engineering, Petroleum and Natural Gas Engineering, and the Bachelor of Arts in Energy and Sustainability Policy please rise? Dr. Barron, Dean Richardson, I'm pleased to present these worthy and approved candidates.
Thank you, Professor Srinivasan. That completes the presentation of the graduating class of the College of Earth and Mineral Sciences for the spring commencement of 2019. Dr. Barron, these candidates are all approved for their degrees by the faculty of the college.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees, I confer upon each of you the degree that you have earned in the College of Earth and Mineral Sciences with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities thereunto appertaining. You may now move your tassels from right to left, and congratulations.
Thank you, Dr. Barron. Graduates, please be seated. Leading the academic procession today are two students who have distinguished themselves in a demanding college. It is my great privilege to accord the highest honor at this commencement ceremony, that of Earth and Mineral Sciences Student Marshal, to our most accomplished graduate overall, Sean Stephen Merdzek. Will Sean and the college faculty marshal, Professor Paul Markowski, please come forward? Sean Stephen Merdzek graduates summa cum laude with a perfect 4.0 cumulative GPA in a dual BS and MS program in meteorology and atmospheric science. He is also earning a minor in mathematics. Sean has received a prestigious National Science Foundation 3-year graduate research fellowship, which he will use toward his study of the role of microphysics in tornado formation. We are delighted that Sean has chosen to pursue his PhD in meteorology and atmospheric science right here at Penn State. Sean has served as a research assistant in his department for the past 3 years. He has completed internships with the National Severe Storms Laboratory and the Earth System Research Laboratory, 2 of 7 research laboratories under NOAA, the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration. He presented his research results for the largest tornado research project in history, Vortex 2, at the 2018 Severe Local Storms Conference. As a teaching assistant, Sean has instructed undergraduates in both fundamentals of atmospheric science and applications of computers to meteorology. He has also served as the head of information technology with the Penn State Campus Weather Service. Sean received a NOAA Ernest F. Holling Scholarship and the Penn State Behrman Award in Meteorology and Atmospheric Science. Our student marshals' proud parents, Brenda and Joseph Merdzek from East Hartford, Connecticut, join us today to celebrate their son's outstanding achievements. Professor Markowski, will you please present Sean with his Marshall certificate and the college's gift of an engraved plaque recognizing his achievement. Congratulations, Sean. In addition to honoring our top graduate overall, we are also pleased to recognize the Engineering Honor Marshal, Mohammed S. Hakimi bin Dawood. Will Mohammed and the Assistant College Marshal, Professor Suleima Karpin, please come forward? Mohammed earns his BS summa cum laude in petroleum and natural gas engineering with also a perfect 4.0 cumulative GPA. Mohammed also earns a minor in energy business and finance. His undergraduate career includes an internship with Petronas, a Malaysian petroleum management. Mohammed has also served as a research assistant in his department. Mohammed led Penn State to a third-place win in the 2016 Petrobowl Championship in Dubai, a competition that pitches student chapters of the Society for Petroleum Engineers against one another in a rapid-fire quiz, answering questions about the oil and gas industry. Mohammed has also conducted cultural events in his dining commons to embrace diversity and cultural differences. With the Malaysian Students Club, Mohammed helped to raise over $2,900 towards Thon in the fight against pediatric cancer. In 2019, Mohammed was one of 6 students in North America to be recognized by the Malaysian Embassy with the Perdana Scholars Award. After graduation, Mohammed will work as a petroleum engineer for the government of Malaysia. He hopes to earn an MBA in the future. Joining us this evening to celebrate their son's outstanding achievements are his parents, Dahu Ahmad and Jamali Akasim from Kedah, Malaysia. Professor Karpin, will you please present Mohammed with his Marshall Certificate and the college's gift of an engraved plaque recognizing his achievement? Congratulations, Mohammed. At this time, I would like to honor 2 additional students who finished their degrees with perfect 4.0 cumulative GPAs. May I ask Joshua M. Reinhardt, Department Marshal for Material Science and Engineering, and Dylan Paul Mattis, Department Marshal for Energy and Mineral Engineering, to please rise and be recognized for this outstanding achievement. Ladies and gentlemen, please note on page 7 of your program the asterisk notations that follow the names of students who are graduating with distinction in the top 12% of their class. Students who are graduating summa cum laude in the top 2% are wearing a blue and white cord. Students who are graduating magna cum laude in the next 4% are wearing a blue cord, and students who are graduating cum laude in the next 6% are wearing a white cord. Upon completion of the grades for the spring 2019 semester, additional names may be added for distinction. Diplomas will have this academic achievement noted on the official document. Please hold your applause until students in all 3 categories are standing. Will those students graduating cum laude please rise and remain standing? Now, will those students graduating magna cum laude please rise and remain standing? And finally, will those students graduating summa cum laude please rise? Okay, yep. And congratulations for this continued excellence. You may be seated. We will now recognize our new graduates by having them proceed onto the stage as their names are called. I would like to convey a gentle reminder to our graduates that all students are expected to remain on the floor until the conclusion of the ceremony. out of respect for the importance and dignity of this occasion. Remaining to share equally in every graduate's moment is a true demonstration of we are Penn State. Very good. Now, may I say a word to our guests and ask for your thoughtful cooperation. Most of you have traveled many miles today to hear one name, and each name will be heard if you hold your applause and cheers. Our graduates have worked long and hard to earn their degrees, and each student deserves the opportunity to be recognized by their families and friends. In consideration of everyone who is here to honor their one special student, please refrain from applause, cheers, and other noise-making for our graduates until the very end. Thank you very much for your cooperation. I would now like to call upon and thank our college nomenclator, Martha Travers, who will introduce individual graduates. The department marshals, the top-ranking graduate for each department, will lead their department's graduates across the stage, followed by the graduates who earn their degrees with their either summa cum laude, magna cum laude, or cum laude. We now recognize graduates in the Department of Geosciences. Professor Damian Safer will greet the candidates as they cross the stage.
Geehrte Short, we Ranantawi, summa cum laude, Geosciences Department Marshal. Catherine Elise Hannigan, summa cum laude. Thomas James Hanlon, magna cum laude. Colin Eric Sharnoff, cum laude. Callan James Glover, cum laude. Ihua Lee. Sean Joseph Donmoyer. Wenzo Lin, cum laude. Chad Scott Cole. Ellen Grace Polides. Marcus Jan Guneri. Christopher Jordan Markle. Nicholas Scott Schuler. Dylan Michael Noon. Morgan Frazier. Martina Dundovic. Rihanna Chanel Gray. Joanna Nicole Jacobson. John Kangev Mucheri. Mudiba Sakara Masi. Erafili Angelica Druklelis. Brianna Harabalia. Joseph Ansai Torres. Othaniel Siseho Mutando Thomas. Amanda Rose Lay. Aiden Price. Corey Brierton. Zachary Jacob Scrobola. Joseph Robert Grant. Michael Dean Punjatori. Kathleen Virginia Baker. Lisa Anne-Marie Woodward. Morgan Elizabeth Sawyer. Emily Marie Hoyt. Beth Ann Michelle Eberly. Megan Nicole Diabru.
We now recognize the graduates in the Department of Geography. Professor Cynthia Brewer will greet the candidates as they cross the stage.
Han Ö, magna cum laude, Geography Department Marshal. Brittany Waltemate, magna cum laude. Nicole Gladys Rivera, cum laude. Thomas Shirk Lockery, cum laude. Joseph Louis Grosso. Anthony John Reed. Matthew John Plummer. Kellen Ayers. Jacob Bartholomew Wagner. Samantha Matthews. Shelby Lynn Duncan. Joshua Joseph Smith. Hunter Douglas Mitchell. Andrew D. Yoder. William Reed Rapaski. Andrew Jacob Patterson. Brittany Hewitt Keeler. Jordan Blair Fellman. Tal Arava Cohen. Joshua Delia Klanicki.
We now recognize the graduates in the Department of Materials Science and Engineering. Professor Susan Sinnott will greet the candidates as they cross the stage.
Joshua Matthew Reinhardt, summa cum laude, Materials Science and Engineering Department Marshal. Nicholas Allen Grieger, magna cum laude. Charles T. Williams, Jr. Ryan Donald Funk. Connor McMillan McInerney. Taufik Akinshola Akinsami. Brianna Lee Bennett. Huey Sang. Samuel Lawrence Dedian. Bennett John Cromer. Rachel Marie Frisenda. Nicholas Francis Pietra. Sarah Perawek. Stephen William Holoviak. Melissa Jean Nelson. Dane Robert Coleman. Zachary Thomas Lehman. Andrew Joseph Schwartz. Liam Lotion Golphin. Kyle Joseph Smith. Brian Thomas Kelly. Singyu Chu. Enzi Ki. Zhiao Liu. Qiao Ai. Ya Chen Wang. Omar Juarez. Danielle Lee Rennie. Sebastian Newman. Oluide Damilere Agbola. David John Wasilko. Henry Brubaker McIlvain. Prachi Chandra. Lee Aaron Burnetich. Jeremy D. Tylenda. Carter Detter. Timothy Francis Smith. Patrick Emery Albert. Ben Garland. Daniel Cooley. Jarau Sa Jiao. Thomas Davidson Pease. Margot Dormer. Joseph Franklin Knapp. James Rudolph White. Griffin Alexander Wenger. Benjamin Lewis Meindl. Abdul Rahman Salah Oshaya. Mohammed Khattab. Fahad Ibrahim El Saidi. Christine Tiana Gray. Eric Claude Bergman. Alexandro David Herrera. Rajvardhan Singh. Brendan Alexander Cornell. Ian Patrick Kelsey McGuinness. Kahi Song Tan. Marhama Binti Mohammed Yazid. Lachlan McLean Peak. Shaylee Marie Traw. Corinne Ann Muha. Howard Eric Payne, Jr. David Gregory Dewar, cum laude.
We now recognize the graduates in the Department of Meteorology and Atmospheric Science. Professor David Stensrud will greet the candidates as they cross the stage.
Jake Philip Rowe, magna cum laude, Meteorology and Atmospheric Science, Department Marshal. Simon George Wachholz, cum laude. Alejandro Manuel Ayala. Kyung Wan Yu. Brandon Paul Smith. Savannah Lauren Smith. Ryan Gold. Michael Santino Memon. Andrew Joseph Markowitz. Morgan M. Beichner. Molly Isabella Robinson. Kyle Joseph Monroe. Vivian Emma Rennie. Mackenzie Charlotte Johnson Williams. Anthony Charles Prusel. Christina Rose Salvatore. Nicole Blair Lobiondo. Brandon Matthew Sawyer. Tucker John Antico. Harry Gabriel Weinman. Moniolua Adeola Ademo. Elizabeth Francis Voitko. Charles A. Hoops.
We now recognize the graduates in the John and Willie Leon Department of Energy and Mineral Engineering. Professor Sanjay Srinivasan will greet the candidates as they cross the stage.
Dylan Paul Mattis, summa cum laude, Energy and Mineral Engineering, Department Marshal. Daniel Jeffrey Kozar, summa cum laude. Mohammed Khalfan Salam Al-Bahri. Magna cum laude. Ranim Hussein Al Haidan. Magna cum laude. Ahmed Saeed Ahmed Garibi Al-Saredi. Magna cum laude. Max Robert Glines, magna cum laude. Christian Felipe Dominguez Godoy, magna cum laude. Stephen Eric Langbal, magna cum laude. Mason Robert Atkinson, magna cum laude. Sang Yup Kim, magna cum laude. Ahmed Mahmoud Saif Al-Maharouki, cum laude. Connor Thomas Danik, cum laude. Luke Daniel Toshev, cum laude. Al-Motassum Musa Hamid Rashid Al-Nadabi, cum laude. John Robert Stubba, cum laude. Paul Timothy Varner, cum laude. Chet Allen Schwoyer, Jr., cum laude. Mohammed Ahmed Al-Shuaibi, cum laude. Helen Colette Rulon Kenyon, cum laude. Philip Samuel Hettis, Jr., cum laude. Laith Ahmed El Athon, cum laude. Shen Jong, cum laude. Amar Saeed Mohammed Al Maktoumi, cum laude. Zachary Ronald Scott, cum laude. Kaylee Elizabeth Chrissinger. Abdurrahman Fauzi Al-Muabid. Mishari Mubarak Al-Ajmi. Cameron Giometi. Iomide Idris Dixon. Richard Marion Selko, Jr. Charles Satia Nyampa. Gage Thomas Reber. Christian John Colamas. Janos Walters. Jonathan Robert Petrolsky. Aaron Michael Miller. Neil Chopra. Liam Patrick Carr. Elizabeth May Basista. Enya Luisa McHale. Benjamin Ocean Oko. Matthew Alexander Watson. Thomas Robert Trentado. Faris El Belushi. Mudar Talib Al Nasser. Mahiber Rahman Buhyan. Theodore Lawrence Spillman. Shane Aiden Hannessy. Catherine Alexandra Bartkowski. Chase Christian Kaiser. Austin Boldaz. Chris Ricardo Matthew. Andrew Theophanus Pavlu. Catherine Marizal Campayo. Tyler Madison Philp. Kevin James Bender. Carlton Wafula Wasika. Guanyu Chen. Peter Ohan Toshjin. Dwight A. Leshore. Reese Edward DeWardner. Brett Donald Betton. Alex M. Fisher. Austin K. Porter. Cristobal Zorita. Jonathan Francis Buha. Sharif Magdi Mohammed. Muhammad Shahriar Amut. Matthew Michael Burnick. Calvin Christopher Lobo. Christian Posatrigo. Lane Donald White. James Alexander Govan. Nicole Dominique Horner. Patrick J. Valiando II. Matthew Patrick Farrell. Layal Noor Al Hussein. Khalid Rashid El Hanawi. Yusuf Najib Al Zabi. Mohammed Yusuf Mohammed Sagar Al Benali. Anwar Salah Al Gomdi. Noor Nisrina Akila Binti Mansour. Noor Shamiza Binti Ahmed Zubir. Shuki Hee Hong. Shuak Young Kim. Jeremy Christian Satrisno. Banatan Owatanaki. Byung Yong Kwok. So Hyun Kim. Igwaon Ju. Chu Le. Rushi Sun. Bai Tren Chu. Zhe Yen Mu. Devin Aislinn Green. Jessica Joanne Polinek. Ryan Michael Zarkowski. Norman Peter McBride II. Jessica Ann Dubasey. Jihao Cho. Majid Turaf. Abdullah Yusuf Fahed Al-Muragi. Mustafa Afifi Shabaka. Emily Jean Miriam Rosenfeld. Sean Copeland. Scott Cameron Hebner. Andrew Joshua Beaver. James Vincent Yanko. Andrew James Deno. Matthew Doyle Baisden. Riley Patrick Hollis. David A. Jordan. Mark S. Zelensky. Jordan Fisher. Allison Marie Dever. Forrest Edwards. Jacob Marcial. Chase Wynn Morgan. Jacob Kennedy Derling. Nicholas S. Maselko. Maguire Lee Henderson Uyghur. Hassam Al-Mulhim. Andre Ibuaka. Rian Basir Chowdhury. Christina Taisha Gray. Mpila Mkiasa Nkiawete. Don V. Tucker. Zulidia Teresa Pies Martinez. Jose Domingo Contreras Paez. Jesse Braun. Neha Mehta. Luz Angela Sanchez Tejada. Jacob Emmanuel Sechrist. Randy Bates. James Bennett Massey. Kevin Anthony Mondi. James Manuel Freeman. Desiree Renee Parker. Okay. Pablo Jose Peña Herrera. Saeed Mubarak Saeed Al-Shamsi. Tyra Sam Amenguano. Min Fong Wu. Evan Alexander Berger. Michael Sean Allen, Jr. Rasul Madatli. Kareem Siraj Chatur. Christian Harry Schubach. Marquise Shaquille Craig. Robert Bambill. Austin Emery Cronick. Michael Ryan Bickerton. Jesse Farbstein. Nicholas Sebastiano Rubino. Andrew Anthony Sasente. Stephen Christopher Wono. Gary Vincent Lombardi, Jr. Emily Elizabeth Siak. Zachary A. Goulet. Jeffrey Todd Horst. James Machia Tragula. Philip Cordell Moyer. Tyler Robert Rowell. Timothy P. Rowell. Garcia Fernandez Pedro. Trevor Stephen Heil. Connor Shea Gingrich. Hanifa Dea Pasha. Nur Alicia Binti Rehan. Justin Grenier. William Downs. Ian Daniel Miller. Mitchell Bringoff. Devin Hunter Messerschmidt. Christopher Nelson. Hong Huang Le. Christopher Wen Fan. Yanni Dolores. Peter James Scalia. Christopher Eric Sarando. Ryan Patrick King. Jacob Samuel Doherty. Jack Thomas Cloker. Jonathan Charles Koenig. Matthew Stephen Kaneski. Madeline Rose Lafredo. Valley Mohammed Mansour. Julian Fevry. Julia Alexis Rudenko. Nicholas Stephen Laser. Raquel Duque Perez. Kiera M. Lewis. Lingxue Dong. Dieg N. Xienga. Regina Ann Moser. Zyrene Burudi. Lara Judith Wadsworth. Catherine Elizabeth Tatro. Ian David Regal. Francisco Ruen Bajarino Chalela. Carolina Maria Gonzalez. Ivana Segrastume Uhadad. Roberto Rios. Malachi Antoine Vicario Burden. Shanak Vasant Pillay. Fahad Hamdan Al Hamdan.
Ladies and gentlemen, the class of 2019. As a land-grant institution, we are chartered to offer the opportunity for training in the military service. And at Penn State, we have programs in the Army, Navy, Air Force, and Marines. Will all graduates of the Pennsylvania State University Reserve Officer Training Corps please rise? Dr. Barron, it is a privilege for me to present our graduates of the Reserve Officer Training Corps as officers who will serve in the armed forces of the United States.
On behalf of Penn State University, I want to congratulate each of you and thank you for your commitment to our nation. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Barron. Now, if I may take a moment just to address the graduates. I've been a dean now for just 2 years, but in that time I've gotten to know some of you very well, and others. In doing so, I've learned a lot about you as well. You're an impressive group of high achievers who also are civic-minded and deeply concerned about the world today. I'm excited to see how you'll take these gifts and achievements and use them to innovate and solve important problems and to take care of one another. Best of luck as you enter this next phase of your lives, and please do stay in touch. With the conferral of degrees today, each of you now becomes an alumna or alumnus of the Pennsylvania State University. It gives me great pleasure to introduce the president of our EMS Alumni Society, GEMS, the graduates of Earth and Mineral Sciences, Mr. Eric Pitlack. Welcome, Mr. Pitlack.
We're almost done. Congratulations, graduates. On behalf of the GEMS Board of Directors and the Penn State Alumni Association, we celebrate your success with you tonight. There are more than 174,000 alumni keeping their connections to our world-class university through membership in the Penn State Alumni Association. Tonight, I am honored to confer upon you 1 year of free membership in the Penn State Alumni Association. Just 1 year. No. As alumni, we want you to keep in touch with Penn State. There are more than 300 alumni chapters, interest groups, and college and campus societies. No matter where you live, what you've studied, or which campus you attended, we have a group that matches your interests. After graduation, once you're settled, reach out to your local Penn State alumni chapter. There are a lot of them. Your Penn State family will be happy to hear from you. And in the coming years, when you come back to Penn State, and you will come back to Penn State, we hope you will enjoy your time on campus, stop by the Hintz Family Alumni Center at University Park, and yes, visit your home in the College of Earth and Mineral Sciences. At this time, I am proud and honored to recognize the winner of the 2019 GEMS Diamond Award for outstanding dedication in service to the College of Earth and Mineral Sciences, to our community, and to the university. Will Catherine Campayo please join me on the platform? Catherine, we thank you so much for everything you've done at campus around here the last 4 years, especially for your enthusiastic dedication to help recruit and welcome new students, and pioneering EMS Connect and the EMS Ambassador Program. On behalf of the GEMS Board of Directors, I am pleased to grant you lifetime membership in the Penn State Alumni Association. And present you with this engraved award of appreciation. This is such an honor. Congratulations. Would all of the Penn State alumni here today in the stands and behind me please stand? Thank you. No, stay standing. I want to thank you for your continued support to this university in things big and small, and maybe even convincing your daughter or son to come here. Thank you so much, and thank you for your contributions that continue well into your adulthood, because you might be here a few years, but you are a Penn State alum for life. Now, I ask all of our new graduates to please rise. On behalf of the graduates of Earth and Mineral Sciences and the Penn State Alumni Association, it gives me great pleasure to induct you as alumni of Penn State University. Congratulations. You may be seated.
Well, thanks to Eric. It's the dedication of our alums, especially the GEMS group, that is part of what makes this college so special. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we're drawing to the end of our ceremony. We shall close with the alma mater, led by Ms. Spivey. The words can be found in the front of your program. Please join in the singing of the alma mater. Well, we've reached the end of the 2019 commencement ceremony of the College of Earth and Mineral Sciences. Faculty and graduates, please remain at your seats until directed by the ushers to recess down the center aisle. We ask our guests to please remain at their seats until the platform party, faculty, and graduates have left the arena floor. Students will be directed to exit the building We ask family members to please meet your graduates outside the building using both available exit doorways at gates A and B. Thank you and congratulations once more to our graduates and their families.